are ready to play. It's going to be another Lost World match. So here we go, Mei. This game is getting underway, and we predicted that GEKKO may have a slight edge here, but we're on tie to begin with as he picks up the yellow, grabs the top rocket there, and the Mega as well. So good start for Ty. He's just missing that LG, but oh nice. My goodness, he has, not only does he have better positioning now for the LG, he hit the direct rocket. It looks like he's going to even get the frag very shortly with that machine gun damage. GEKKO is in a horrible place.
Yeah, definitely. And now he has to go, he's defending, like he's now placing himself in order to defend the entrance to the center. It's the only advantage he has, and look at that, it really works. This is a turn of event that I don't know how many people expected.
And there goes the rocket jump up, has to capitalize on it very efficiently here. He's getting quite low.
Oh no!
Oh no, he steals the Mega! That is just ridiculous. And wow, GEKKO, what was that spawn? I've never seen that spawn in my life.
Right.
He's like
well, we're gonna check later on if it's really. Yeah, I've never seen it, I have to say. And now look at. I mean, this is a bit crazy. The two frags and the change of control, in a sense, was too crazy. Now the game should stabilize a bit. We have GEKKO's center map. I'm sorry,
That's alright. Indeed, Ty is getting that plasma damage right in there, and he's just maintaining that position, holding down that choke point with that plasma gun, and now Ty dropping down for the red arm, puts himself in prime position here to just continue this dominance, but he's missing that crucial lightning gun. Such an important weapon for the center map, such an important weapon to really take those open area fights. And Ty though, I mean, he's going to stick to the close ranges for now. He's below here. He really needs to get himself that lightning gun. He kind of missed. He had like 10 seconds or so to go get it, but he stayed at the Mega area. And there is GEKKO going for the challenge here. Bit of free damage, but I don't think GEKKO can really compete at these ranges with Ty's stack, and Ty going to drop down for the next red as well. So here we go. Ty surely should be going for the LG now. I mean, leave the Mega. The LG is so important here, and great move now, and stealing away the yellow and getting the Mega. So looks like GEKKO didn't really read that correctly. Could have maybe stolen that Mega, but no. And Ty's going to get caught with two nasty rockets there as GEKKO keeps the damage output up there with the lightning gun, finishing him off.
Wow,
amazing there from GEKKO.
Yeah. I mean, this is very fortunate. I mean, it's still the beginning, and it's very good for GEKKO that he manages to switch back the control. The only thing is it's gonna be a bit of time before the Mega. I want to see what Ty's plan is. At the moment, he's in the Mega area, and it's really he's being there, and he wants to take it. GEKKO firing some rockets in, but it will not prevent Ty from stealing the Mega. So the match is actually closer than it could have been.
Certainly. So right now GEKKO is just trying to close down this next yellow. Keep his eye on the ball here, on the goal, on the prize, which is those armors, and if he can keep them away by maintaining these positions, he's doing a great job. So he's still looking to try to get back into a tied game position here. Just one frag to do it. Catches Ty again. GEKKO, does he have pinpoint timing here on this Mega? Looks like he's there though. And there go the grenades. So does he want to jump for that? Looks like he doesn't want to. Can't use that last rocket there. It's got to either rocket jump up for more. And there it is. Great punish there. Oh, he gets the frag too. Gorgeous.
Oh my god. I don't know. I had the feeling that was a horrible idea to drop down. But then somehow the grenade hit maybe compensated a bit for it. But I don't know what. Would you have dropped?
GEKKO just sees Ty there after kind of missing that rocket jump. And after that red pickup, again, he's looking at another frag very, very soon. He's got all the ammunition he needs. Nice rocket connected down to Ty. Looking to find something else. Catches Ty with a liquid lightning gun there. And the Mega spawns in place for him as well. So GEKKO, the rocket jump up, repositioned once more. Goes for the drop though. Trying to catch Ty for the frag. Can't be too overeager here. Otherwise he'll give something away. Does manage to steal away that yellow armor and put his opponent Ty in a very, very poor position here. And he could even just drop down here and be aggressive. He could do very many things with a stack like that.
I was expecting to see him going to the mid-level, but in a sense it's good for him to keep high ground and go here faster to this yellow. I mean, so far so good for GEKKO in a sense, and now he has timing for Mega, and he takes it uncontestedly. But he could hear Ty, so oh wow, good stream of damage here. This was very good.
And GEKKO, out of position there, does get a nice stream of LG onto Ty, but he's getting low. He's got to back away there, and that's exactly what he's doing. Trying to cover his retreat, cover the exit of Ty with some great grenades, and there is some good damage there dealt by GEKKO. And now, as he moves on the upper areas, another yellow. Oh, and Ty with the lightning gun, absolutely clutch.
I was about to say, because GEKKO had like 100 health and 30 armor, and he was rushing in. And this is one of those dangerous things that, like, you know, we was convinced that he did enough damage, but in the end, Plasma, I mean, it's, you know, it's Plasma.
Plasma is pretty brutal indeed. I always say it when I see Plasma used in Quake games, especially the Duel. It's like it's one of the most awesome weapons because no one can ever truly harness its great power. And that's what really makes it amazing, because sometimes you get a glimpse of how insanely strong it is when someone takes a comeback by dealing 300 damage like extremely quickly. So it's always great to see. There goes GEKKO with a drop there. Maybe perhaps a little bit of a mistake, but pulls out the LG there. And Ty gets caught with the wrong weapon choice, but he hasn't got many cells left, and he's still going for this. 3 points of health, backs away, does survive, and spamming some Plasma. It is helping a little bit, but at the same time, Ty came away very badly from that. I mean, that was a terrible engagement for Ty.
It was horrible.
Didn't manage it.
He should have teleported then and go away as soon as possible. But he decided to stay, and now he's really on the back foot. And this is a situation that GEKKO should play slow, in my opinion. He should try to set up a trap. Because if he makes one frag, then taking a second one after should be easy, and then the game is tied. And you know, and it's like 3 minutes and out. It's very good. This damage is very good, but I don't know. It's probably not enough to kill Ty unless Ty does something crazy like going and stealing the Mega. This horrible mistake from GEKKO.
And there goes GEKKO just getting obliterated by Ty there. Ty. That was GEKKO's opportunity there. He'd forced Ty into a very poor spot, and you know, a spot that Ty mismanaged really. And now GEKKO kind of giving it away again, and Ty coming back into prominence here with this frag. It could be everything, and indeed that was even too easy for Ty to make that. And it's 4 the difference now with 3 minutes left. Ty is looking like he is going for the home run right now.
Yeah, sure. So regarding the prediction, Twister. I heard Twister saying, like, he think of this map as the one where, you know, if you play it right, you can be the underdog but still beat anyone because of how, you know, because of the speed that it has, and because there are some, in a sense, I mean, it's all about positioning more than anything else, positioning and utilizing the right weapon. So, I mean, I think seeing Ty taking the map win against GEKKO shouldn't be too surprising.
Alright, so Ty 7-2 now with 2 minutes left. It doesn't look like it will slip out of his hands right now. With such a deficit, GEKKO's got a lot to do in no time. He's going to basically have to switch up the pace massively, just go really aggressive. And that's the thing about Quake, Jewel. It's the longer, or rather the less time you have, the more desperate you get. So to get those frags back. And GEKKO, I mean, that desperation means high-risk plays. So it's just a series of high-risk plays that have to go well. And I don't know if GEKKO's going to find those. Right now, Ty, he could even make his life really painful by just doing this, by just chilling here.
Yeah.
And if GEKKO comes at him, and he may even get the frag, but then GEKKO will be left with maybe 50 or less health afterwards, after the fact, and that's going to leave him with the, like, you know, the next frag will take even more time. So it's one of those kinds of plays where you just kind of drain them as much as possible. And here goes GEKKO. He's going to take the fight, but they're both pretty even. And look at that, 4 health left for GEKKO.
I mean, this is the winning. Although he lost a frag, this is the winning thing, because now GEKKO has to spend time to just stack up again, and it's just impossible to do. I mean, it's a minute, 4 frags in a minute in other maps. I would say it's possible. If it happens here, I think it's the miracle.
And here he is finding Ty finds him once again, but 40 seconds, that's going to be game, I should think. And is there a matchup today which you would be most anticipating? Are you going to say Rafa Pura?
I was about to say that.
That was too easy. I would say Rafa Faz may intrigue me the most, because of Faz's newfound glorious shape. No less.
They've been practicing together. I saw them in a server.
Faz and Rafa, you say?
Yep.
Oh. Well, that is intriguing.
Yeah, and I don't know those are one of those things where you ask yourself, is it beneficial more for Rafa or for Faz, in a sense?
That's a really, really interesting question, indeed. I think Faz takes games or duels on a more case-by-case basis. For example, I feel like he plays duels less by, let's say, applying a strategy or a style, but he plays something that allows him to adapt quite easily. So I think that's like how I would kind of put it. So I feel like for Faz, it's not really a big disadvantage. But then again, for Rafa, to just have the comfort, oh, I haven't been in Europe for a while, and what's this guy like again? I think that for Rafa, it probably is a huge deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was more like it's good for him because he could check the status of Faz in a sense. I mean, Faz is the guy that has been playing a lot lately, and it's one of the unknowns in a sense. And so just spending maybe a couple of hours playing together, it's really giving him some sort of insight of what to expect.
Certainly. I mean, Faz is someone who I think, to me, may be one of the most exciting players going into this next DreamHack, just because of the fact that a lot of people. I mean, Faz for so long had this reputation, oh, he can maybe beat anyone, but he'll never win the tournament, sort of thing, just because of his kind of intelligent play. And that was kind of how people perceived him. But he's actually put in so much work now to become a top player. Again, you can see that his fundamentals have really tightened up. His execution is really actually amazing. His aim and his movement. So now if you bring that together with what he used to be known for, what are we dealing with? Because it's not something we've seen in a while. So it's and with someone who has so much LAN experience as well, someone who's experienced playing against every player and any like stage of the game or different versions of Quake as well. That to me, that's really interesting. And I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm very interested about Faz. Yeah, as you said, he improved a lot on the execution side. I know that he changed the config and everything to improve the aim, and he has this very creative idea of dueling. Like, he doesn't play by the book at all, which I think can be risky. But if he finds the way to cut off like those little branches that do not work and keep this more creative main thing, he could really be a difficult opponent, like an opponent that is different from all the others in the scene of like the top pro players.
The other thing as well is that he's got kind of, we've seen him play against Cypher a bunch of times, and it seems like he kind of has Cypher's number. And if you've got one of the top three or one of the favorites of the tournament, you have their number. And let's say Faz gets lucky with the brackets, and let's say he gets Cypher instead of, let's say, maybe a Rafa or an Evil, which may be harder for him than Cypher. That's really, really potentially interesting. I mean, who knows how that could go? And also, we've seen him recently take down Toxic and kind of matching him for aim as well as for reads, basically kind of outplaying Toxic on pretty much every level, just a little bit. I mean, it wasn't convincing at all. It was an amazing match, actually. It was my favorite series of last Sunday Cup, so check that out if you missed it on FACEIT VODs, our YouTube channel. But I mean, it's definitely very interesting. And also, then again, let's talk about Toxic. When was the last time Toxic played a serious Quake Live LAN?
Yeah. I mean, Toxic is just another guy that everybody knows. If Toxic wants to win something, he's gonna put the time to do it, and he's gonna be like top 3. Then the question is always, does he want to do it? Or, you know, I mean, this is DreamHack, this is in Sweden. It's probably the least commitment for him in terms of like traveling and everything. I just don't know, you know, how hungry he is for the win, in a sense. But he is Toxic. I mean, he can just do the crazy things he does every now and then. So I'm definitely looking for him passing the groups, and then depending on how the brackets go, he could really create some kind of upset here and there, or even, why not? I mean, top 4, why not? He could definitely do it. It's just a matter of whether he wants it or not, and how much.
It is quite interesting because, thinking about it, he did try to go to QuakeCon. He really wanted to. He couldn't find a sponsorship to do it. And that, to me, is really interesting because it's not just, like you're saying, it's very easy, very convenient for him to go to DreamHack. He was willing to go to QuakeCon, where some of the best players in the world were playing. Of course, we didn't have everyone, but we certainly had quite an impressive series of games and series of players lined up at QuakeCon. So that indicates to me like Toxic's taking it much more seriously than some may think. But who really knows? Who else is there? Like, what other storylines are there to talk about? I mean, there's like the complete. I don't know. Who knows what to call FaZe? I mean, he could just do anything.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's absolutely unknown.
So do I reckon that your favorite players coming into this? Well, you said Faz, but I know that you really like FaZe. And I think this is also a very interesting storyline. I think that the Australian players coming into this, and there was this discussion about the map pool, and I don't know. I have just the feeling there are so many kind of strong contenders coming in, and so many storylines just focusing into this. So what's your prediction on FaZe's performance?
It's really hard to say because. With FaZe, he's traveling into Europe. I think he arrived like 1 week before the tournament. So I don't know if 1 week is enough time for him to really get ready and get to grips. Because last time we saw him in Europe, he was having really good results, but it basically was it started out like, oh, that's pretty decent, and then slowly over the weeks that he was here, it got like each week in, week out, it got better and better and better. So I don't know whether he just needed that time to really acclimatize to the European playstyles and players, or what it was. But I'm not sure about how a FaZe is straight out of Australia into Europe without some kind of preparation.
I think it's different. In the past, probably what happened is that he would be not playing so much in Australia, and then come to Europe, and then have time to practice and bring his level up. And then so toward the mid of this stay, you would start seeing pretty good results. While here, I'm expecting him to be like super well prepared already in Australia, and just flying in, and then having to accustom to the time shift, and basically a couple of days should be enough for him. And now I don't know exactly when he's landing. If he's landing just right the day before the tournament, maybe sleep will affect his performance. But in terms of like him being sharp, I would expect his top level game right from the beginning.
All right, so that's an exciting prediction there. And with that, we're going to go to a quick break, guys. When we come back, we'll have Kilson versus Etty for the round of 32 here, live on FACEIT TV. So we'll see you right after this.